Greetings, my friends. So excited to welcome you to my channel. This is the first of many videos that I'm going to do exploring things that really interest me. It's going to be a conjunction of spirituality and science. I truly believe that the highest levels of science is spirituality, and spirituality at its core is scientific. As we evolve into a greater understanding of who we are on this planet and in this universe, I believe that science and spirituality come closer together. It's like a pyramid, and you have science on one side, spirituality on one side. When they both continue to rise to higher and higher echelons, they meet. Today, I want to talk to you about this really interesting man, Viktor Grebennikov. Now, Viktor Grebennikov was an entomologist. I'm not exactly sure if he was just a self-taught entomologist or if he had a PhD or a doctorate from a university. Nevertheless, he was a devout scientist and researcher and explorer. In 1988, he recognized some interesting phenomena with beetles, a certain type of beetle. And other entomologists have said or have pontificated if they think that certain insects are kind of defying physics in certain ways because their bodies might be a little bit too big for their wings. I'm sure there's a lot of explanations on why this is happening, but it begs the question that is there another type of mechanism that's being used here in order to get certain beetles and bees to fly besides just the wings? So what Grebennikov found out when he was studying the wings of these beetles, he noticed that they had magnetic effects. The wings would move when another one would come close to it, and had an anti-gravity effect. Certain different metals in his shop would levitate over the wings. Now, there's footage of some of his work. This was in 1988, and it's pretty remarkable. There's a gentleman by the name of Dan A. Davidson who has done some extensive work on Grebennikov. So you should check him out, Dan A. Davidson. And I believe Grebennikov also wrote a book. So the interesting thing is, once he started noticing these effects, he decided that he would look under a microscope. And what he found was a very uniform lattice structure under the wings, and didn't understand why he was seeing that or why nature would create such a structure. It almost seemed as though it would be counterintuitive for there to be this type of structure for something that needs to be aerodynamic. So he speculated that these structures were actually some type of electromagnetic device that helped to lighten the weight of the insect. What he did, which is utterly remarkable, and hopefully it piques some of y'all's interest to go out and see if this actually works. He took the wings of these beetles and placed them on a Venetian blind type structure and created a little box out of this. And I think he worked with a man, Zolotarev, who helped him to patent and develop this contraption, this machine. And after he was able to fasten all these beetle wings to the bottom of his machine and switch them and turn them with this mechanism that he had created, it was said that he was able to levitate with this box and travel to speeds up to 1,000 miles per hour. That's right, 1,000 miles per hour. So, and he said that he was able to do this because the field, the gravitational field that was created around these wings, somehow created some type of a force field that kept him safe and didn't have him be subjected to the normal effects of inertia and the effects of traveling at 1,000 miles an hour on a 2 by 2 foot by 2 foot square box. So this is a very, very interesting man. I want to see if anyone out there can recreate this experiment. As I continue to go on this journey of discovery and learning and expressing and sharing these ideas that are very fascinating to me, I'm also will be developing some of these ideas and some of these machines. And I'd love to hear your feedback on if you've heard of Grebennikov or if you've seen anyone else recreate some of these experiments that he conducted, and if you are interested in seeing someone actually try to recreate this. The world is a lot more mysterious and enigmatic than the powers that were would ever let on. We have power beyond our imagination. There is no limit but our imagination. Be free, be brave, be love. Peace.